Hello and welcome to the Nature's Glory Cabin channel, Off-Road Edition. In today's video, we'll be highlighting a trail or a trail event that we took in the area. In addition to this YouTube channel, there's also a Facebook page with the same name. Please like and subscribe. Today we're going to be going on Old Fincastle Road in the Daniel Boone Backcountry Byway. This was still part of the first day events, and I separated this one out because it's a little bit long, because it's a little more technical. This is one of the more moderate trails. They call it moderate. There's others that are, they still call moderate, that are, in my opinion, harder. So, if 5 being a moderate, I would call this one probably a 4, because that is on a scale of 1 to 10. Because I have another video later that is more like a 6, so on a scale of 1 to 10. So here we are. This is on Fincastle Road, and there are 5 of us. Again, Tyler Martin of Gear Off-Road is leading us. Got the XJ in front of me, and I got 2 more TJs behind me. After I installed my locker, it made this a lot easier. Pretty sure I could have done it without it, but the new locker in the front made a world of difference, made some of these much easier. There are spots where I did speed it up more than others, but every time I started to speed it up, sometimes we ended up with a little bit of an obstacle, so I left it slow normal speed most of the time. As you can see, the guy in front of me going over a bit of an obstacle. At the moment, he has 35-inch tires, and I don't believe he has any lockers, if I recall. And again, I'm on 31s. About everybody else has a combination of 37s to, I'm on 33s. I think there's one guy that has 31s. The leader, I think, has 37s. The guy in front of me has 35s. And I believe all the TJs have 31 to 33s. At some point here, I'll have a picture-in-a-picture pop up. Again, I did have some camera trouble on this trip. I had them heat up on me, so I really didn't get the entire ride because of that. I have since figured out the problem, and future videos shouldn't be any camera problems anyway, unless they're self-induced. I try to give anybody ahead of me plenty of room to clear whatever it is they are doing before I advance. Looks like we stopped here for a minute, and it won't show the stop here. Well, next time you see taillights on the XJ, we're going to be moving again. And here we go. As you can tell, I've sped this up a little bit through here. And I flashed that for some reason. We are not actually close to the high water crossing. We'll be getting to that in a little bit, and we'll show that a little bit longer. But we have picture in a picture now, so we'll get a little bit more of the terrain from the left front wheel's point of view. And I can tell it's not perfectly synced up. Something must have happened during editing. Thought I had it closer than that, but it's not that far off. There, I'm just giving them time to get a little further ahead. A little drop off there, it looks like. These are actually decommissioned county roads, so technically, if you had a accident or a problem on one of these, you could call AAA, and they'd have to find a way to get you out. a little bit deceiving. You're really got a little bit rockier than it looks. You watch the front end kind of move around. It kind of gives you a better indication of the rockiness. Looking at it through the front windshield, it doesn't look like it's as much as it is. And I'm speeding up here. I try to speed up every chance I get. This is about a 30-minute video, and it was probably 2 hours to get down it for 5 of us. Watch him drop into this little hole here. I guess if we wanted to, we could have went around to the right, but where's the fun in that? And here we go again. Now we're coming up on the high water hazard. Excuse me, it just says water hazard on the map. It's pretty low this year. Well, this time of year. It's been dry for the biggest part of the last 3 or 4 weeks, and a lot of times I've seen other videos where it's been up to the headlights on vehicles with 37-inch tires. So this is, I don't know, 10, 15 inches deep probably. That's usually closer to 30 inches deep. Again, it's been dry for several weeks at this point. It's about halfway up the wheel, it looks like, so that's probably 15 inches. 15, 16 on a 33-inch tire. And we're going to take off again here for a little bit. I don't know how far, may not be very. Up to this point, it really hasn't been very challenging. There's been a couple of spots that, you know, where you had a little deep thing or a little bit of a back cut on a trail, but nothing very challenging to this point. The water hazard was, at one point, depending on time of year, a little worse. Looks like we got a little something right here in front of us by watching the guy in front of me crawl over it. Again, it doesn't look like much from the camera point of view. I took a little slightly different line. I must have saw something that I liked better. Picture in picture went off for a second, now it's back on. Well, looks like I might have it synchronized a little better now. Little Kentucky pinstriping going on here, scraping across everything. And now we're coming up on the main obstacle of the trail. This is the Fincastle Rock Garden. And you look here on the map, you see where I got circled up from the water hazard. Now we're going to view everybody here. I've got separate videos of everybody going through here. This is the leader. And he's got a, I don't know if it's a JK or JL, but it's a 4-door long wheelbase. There's a couple different ways you can go through this, depending on your vehicle. If you have really high clearance and a 4-door, you can probably go over it. Most people choose to go off to the, from the driver's perspective, the left of this big rock right in front of us here. And I think that's what he's going to do. Short wheelbases can go over it. We have seen some longer wheelbases actually get stranded, turtle on top of this thing, and have to winch off. Yeah, I'm spotting him here. Look at that little bit of flex. Trying to back up and stay out of his way as he continues through the rock garden. That was the worst spot. There's another spot also that's fairly challenging. And he's done with it. He's out of here. Next up is the XJ. And you see the TJs all back there lined up, getting ready to go. First Jeep was on 37s, this Jeep is on 35s. And he took a little bit further driver than the last fella did, and he kind of slipped off, but he's fine. No problems whatsoever. That line he took to the driver's side of that big rock turned out to be a good line. I'll show you why on the next guys here in a minute. here's the orange TJ. He's going to go over the top of it. These short wheelbases can do this. They don't usually have the problem. I'll take another bite at it. But these short wheelbases can usually get over this rock without any problems. You notice there's no bottoming out and plenty of ground clearance. He doesn't have a real high lift on this Jeep either. He went right over it. The only thing you might have to think about is dropping off the back if you have your breakover angle. I think he's on 33s also, I'm not sure. That rock underneath him there, that's the one that's a bit of a problem occasionally. It slides around some. Alright, another one through it. And here comes the red TJ. He's running a manual and he kills it a couple of times, and that's just the nature of running a manual occasionally. And he's going to take the driver's angle where you get just two tires over the rock. Notice no locker in the front end. It just tells you can do this without them. A little more challenging, takes another bite at things sometimes, but you can do it. I would suggest having at least two people in case you break something or you need spotters. Spotters are handy in situations like this. There's that rock off to his right front up there. We'll see how he goes across that. Again, I think on 33s. And he went right on through. Now this is me coming through. I'm the last guy through. The leader is doing the filming for me and spotting me at the same time. I'm on 33s, KM3s, Eaton E-locker in the front, and limited slip 8.8 rear in the back. Went over the rock, no problem. Right on through here. I get hung up on this rock. It slides around a little bit. Didn't go quite far enough to the driver. So I'm going to take another bite at it. Try to go left on it. Didn't probably get back far enough. Alright, here we go. Take another bite at it. And it sucked me to the right over top of it anyway. I didn't bang anything on it, so right on through it. I have another video of the same thing here from the driver's perspective as well as the right front wheel, so we'll kick into that here in a second and see it from that perspective. Got a little picture-in-picture going there so you can see what the left front wheel's doing as we go through these rocks and around and over the obstacles. Quite frankly, I thought it was easier than I expected from watching other videos. But having help and having spotters makes a huge difference as well. Here's the spot where I had to back up and take another bite at it. watch it slide to the right over that rock. And we're out of it. Still some big rocks, but go right over those pretty easy. Well, not that big. And that's the final obstacle of Fincastle. There's a few rocks here and there as we go out. Little transition there. We had sat there for a while, and you can see us moving again. Remember, on these trails they can change significantly after there's been weather. There's a trail that I had ran earlier that I had a video about that I went back and had a pretty good washout. You can still get around it, but it sure wasn't what it was when I had done it 3 months earlier. I spit it up here now. We're heading out. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. And if you leave a comment if you'd like, and subscribe would be nice as well. Thanks a lot.